Hi, I'm Pat McCormick. Welcome to Ghost Soldiers. Behind me is the Potomac River, near Antietam Battlefield. It's my birthday today, and I'm out having some fun. Come along. I'm at the Bloody Lane, headed toward the Roulette farm to find out what happened to Carrie May, who I crossed over a year ago. Come along and find out what happened to the Roulette family in September of 1862. Let's go. This farmstead dates from a time when Sharpsburg was the western frontier. In September of 1862, it was the home of William and Margaret Roulette and their 6 children. Weber's brigade marched toward farm buildings owned by 37-year-old William Roulette. When the armies arrived, William sent his family and servants off to safety, but he remained to protect his property. Now with rebel skirmishers in his orchard, yard, and farm buildings, and with the Yankees rapidly approaching, he retreated to the cellar of his house for shelter. The 5th Maryland swept through Roulette's property so quickly they marched right past a group of G.B. Anderson's skirmishers who were hiding in the spring house. As the regiment cleared the buildings and reformed in Roulette's orchard, a half dozen or so Confederate skirmishers in the Roulette farm lane and near Clipp's tenant house fired on them, hitting 2 or 3 men in Company E. Immediately, parts of the 5th and 4th New York on the Maryland's left returned the fire. First Sergeant Newsom Jenkins' skirmishers from the 14th North Carolina were probably the party that fired on the 5th Maryland near the Clipp's tenant house. The return volley from the Federals killed one of the sergeant's best men and wounded several others. The survivors beat a hasty retreat along the Roulette farm lane and back to their main line. After clearing Roulette's buildings, Weber halted his brigade briefly to adjust its alignment and then sent it forward at the double quick. In the interval between the passing of Weber's 3rd Brigade and the approach of Morris's men, the Confederate skirmishers, who were bypassed by the 5th Maryland, re-emerged to fire on the 14th Connecticut and the 130th Pennsylvania as they neared Roulette's buildings. Some belligerent ones took cover in his spring house. Captain Elijah W. Gibbons, commanding Company B of the 14th, neatly maneuvered his men to envelop and capture the rebels. As the Yankees collected their prisoners, Mr. Roulette emerged from his cellar and shouted excitedly at the Connecticut rookies, "Give it to 'em! Drive 'em!" While Roulette cheered on the Connecticut boys, the 130th Pennsylvania swept through his farm with the 108th New York on their left flank. Morris H. Derone in the 108th New York remembered that when his regiment passed through Roulette's orchard, the bullets came through the trees like hailstones. No civilians were killed the day of the battle. However, many died over the next few months from diseases caused by the unsanitary conditions in the soldier camps and hospitals, mass graves, and contaminated water. Sadly, William Roulette wrote of one victim who died 5 weeks after the battle. Our youngest died, a charming little girl, 20 months old, Carrie May, just beginning to talk.
Yeah.
spring house. There's the spring. There'd be another access point inside the house, but that's the spring right there. There's the ice house. Nice. Back to that. Beautiful property. Smoking house? I think that's what it is for. Yeah. Charcoal on the ground. Hang the meat from there. And you smoke it. Nice. Carrie May, you want to come back and say something? You can use the words in this box to talk to me. Mr. and Mrs. Roulette, thank you for letting me help your daughter cross over. Carrie May.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Getting some ghost shots in there?
No, just doing a little filming.
Yeah, that's cool.
Carrie May, is that you? Touch the device if it is. Thank you. That's fun, isn't it? That's you doing that. Are you with your mommy and daddy now, Carrie May? Are you happy? You happy to be with your mommy and daddy? Touch the device if you are. Thank you. How are you able to get up that high, Carrie May? I think that's you.
Are you with your mommy and daddy now, Carrie May? Are you happy? Happy to be with your mommy and daddy? Touch the device if you are. Thank you. How are you able to get up that high, Carrie May? I think that's you.
Wow, that was so cool. Carrie May interacting with the device. And then some EVPs. Oh man, this is great. The Roulette Ice House. Very nice. Afterwards, the rest of the family returned to find the wreckage of war and their home and yard being used as a field hospital.